right, good morning, Cypress Village residents. Welcome to Virtual Coffee Chat. My name's Ty Morgan, Executive Director, and we are glad that you tuned in with us today. Today is Friday, September 6th. I cannot believe we're already 1 week into September. Time is flying, weather is changing, good things are happening around the village. So you'll be hearing about a lot of those upcoming positive things happening at the village with our directors here shortly, and I will cap it off with a few bullet points myself. Again, thanks for joining. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Hello, Cypress Village. This is Laurel Mundell, Director of Administrative Services. So one of the things that we're going to hear a lot about next week from Tyler Ramos at Community Meeting is the reservation system and how we're making it more equitable for residents. One change that is already put in was maximizing a capacity amount there, so we have more seats available now. So many of you, before even community meeting, you can go on now and see that many more reservation times are available. But I just want to let you know that in advance. Go ahead and check that out if you didn't already notice that when you're pulling up your reservation app. But I also want to give a tutorial. One of the things that we're going to start doing through the app is sending alerts. If there's a massive cancellations, or if there's a change in the menu, or if an activity is canceled, things along those lines that aren't necessarily text worthy or like a big alert message, we're going to send through the app. And how it will appear on your phone is as what's called a push notification. So for those of you who use your phones regularly and you have email, Amazon, your banking information, anything like that that shows up on your phone and you get a little alert from that app, that is what's called a push notification. And our Uniguest community app will send the same type of push notification whenever our community sends you a message through the app. That way we can better determine those of you, we don't want people opting out of text messages and phone calls because we do rely on that for hurricanes and other big emergencies. So in an effort to kind of limit the amount of text messages you get and to avoid having people opt out of those, we're going to do the not as urgent messages and alerts through the app. That way you have the choice whether or not you want those notifications to pop up or not, and yet we can still text you, get a hold of you if it's something truly, truly important. So I'll show you right now, in case you don't know for a fact whether your push notifications are turned on for the app. I'm just going to give you a brief little overview from an Apple phone perspective, so from an iPhone perspective, on how to do that. For those of you who want to ensure that your notifications are enabled for the Uniguest Community app, this is what it's going to look like for you from the iPhone user's perspective. So go ahead and unlock your phone and open it to the icon for settings, which you'll see right here is a little gear icon. So you're going to tap on that and it's going to open to your main page here. You're going to see your name at the top, some general settings. You're going to want to scroll all the way down until you start getting into the various apps that you've downloaded. And these are in alphabetical order. So Community Apps is under the C's. It's not under Uniguest, it's under Community Apps. You're going to tap on that. And then you're going to see here some options that are listed. We're going to tap on Notifications. And see here, mine is green, so it shows that my notifications are already allowed. But if yours, for whatever reason, is gray, all you have to do is just tap that little slider there, turn it green, and then it'll give you some options here. Do you want your alerts to show on the lock screen? Yes, I do. Do you want them to show on your notification center? Yes, I do. Do you want it to appear as a little banner, like when you get a text message? Yes, I do. And then you can choose the banner style, how long you want it to be there. And then your alert sounds, if you want it to have a sound, and if you want it to show up on the badge, how it's going to show up there. These are your options here. And I'm going to turn all of those on because whenever there's an announcement from the community, I want it to pop up and to display there. So as long as these options are green, you're good to go. You don't need to press save. There's nothing you have to do. You can go back or you can swipe out of it, and you'll be good to go. And then if you ever are worried that you're missing anything, feel free to tap on your community apps, log in, and then you'll see alerts, a folder of alerts right here at the top that shows you any messages that you might have missed. So you can always confirm that too if you're ever worried about missing a notification. But as you can see, I'm all caught up. There's no new messages, and feel free to delete them if you didn't have them there so they don't get all jumbled up. All right, and if you have any questions about that, I just want to remind everyone that we do have a tech expert that comes every Thursday at 1:30 in the Marsh Media Lounge. His name is Matt Hall. He comes on every Thursday except for the second Thursday of the month. And he gives an IT class to residents, and it's any kind of mobile help that you need, community app assistance that you need, and it's a free class. Come in, ask your questions there. It's in a classroom group setting. But then if you do want one-on-one time with him after the class is over, signups for one-on-one time with him are available outside of the CLS office. So for those of you who are Android users and you want to have one-on-one help with that or ask some questions in the group setting, please use him as a resource. And of course, if you're running into trouble, this is what I say to everyone. If you're frustrated more than 2 minutes, just give me a call and let's see what we can do and work through it so that you're not frustrated, because it's really not worth being frustrated more than 2 minutes over. That's all that I have for you this week. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you around the village.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Coffee Chat. Couple updates from maintenance. First off, the green roof. We've had another setback because of the rain, so it's just delayed a little bit. The kitchen suffered yesterday, but is making it through. So good job, and got to give my shout out to Chef Jeff and his crew, because they are working through some tough conditions out there. So I really appreciate their work. And Peter and the guys trying to get them dried up and get you some good food. Second, we had the elevator consultants and elevator meeting for the modernization of the A elevator and the B elevator yesterday. We had about 20 elevator people here from 6 different companies. The meeting went well. I also met with the elevator committee and the consultant yesterday, and we're working it out. The goal is to modernize A and B elevator in 2025. So that's the goal, with 2026 coming, the D elevator and the healthcare elevator. So that's what we're shooting for. Today was the first step. By the end of the month, we should have our contractor picked out and start moving forward. Again, this will be 2025, but we're doing all the prep so that we're ready to get it done in 2025. That's all I got this week, so have a good weekend. Thank you.
Good morning, Cypress Village, and welcome to another edition of Coffee Chat. I wanted to clarify a couple about the floor, the carpet cleaning in the hallways. We are going to push it to the end of October, just because that'll give us nice clean floors for the holidays. And then, again, that would be the last one for the year, and we'll go back again the beginning of next year and do all the hallways again. We'll keep doing the spot treating, the daily vacuuming to keep up with them, but please stay tuned. I will send out a letter letting you know the day, the time of your floor, so that we can do accommodations and remove the stuff from in front of the door. I also want to, I know you guys have heard me announce it so many times already, but next Friday, on the 13th, we have our first Spanish class with me. So please come join. If you haven't signed up yet, sign up. It is in the activities office with Lisa Drew and her team. That's where you can sign up. So that way we know who's coming. We can prepare. I can have all the material that I need for you all. Very excited. I know you all are excited as me. I hear about it in the hallways. I cannot wait to get this started and just get to know all of you a little more. With that being said, the last word of the week will be today, and we'll keep doing this in the Spanish class, and I'm going to use the word class. So class in Spanish is clase. Class in Spanish again is clase. So see you all next Friday in my first class. I can't wait. Very excited. Have a great weekend. See you all around the village.
Good morning, villagers. Ashley Miller here, your Director of Resident Services. I hope you all have had a wonderful week this week. And just a few updates from your Wellness Center. Please note the Fitness Center will be closed starting Sunday, September 8th, and will be reopening in its newly relocated spot of D145 on Monday, September 16th. We can't wait for the new gym. I'm so excited. Life Transitions Group will be meeting on Tuesday, September 10th at 2 p.m. in B3. And also on Tuesday, we'll be having our very own village dentist, Dr. Scott Wagner, present on oral hygiene and your overall health. And that will be in the OMR at 2:30. Guardian Pharmacy will be back in the Wellness Center on Wednesday, September 11th from 9 till 12 p.m. And the medication cycle pickup will be for Tower C, the houses, and pill packs. Dr. Niels and his team will be here on Thursday, September 12th, seeing residents for scheduled cognoscopies. If you are interested in scheduling an appointment, please call Bobby at 904-614-6129. And we'll also be having our monthly wellness orientation with Chrissy on Thursday at 11 a.m. in the Wellness Center. If you'd like to come, please give us a call and we'll add you to our list. And we are very excited to announce monthly caregiver support group will be back starting this month. That will be on Thursday, September 12th. Dr. Connie will be guiding this support group starting at 11 a.m. on the 7th floor Northern Pines Activity Room. And your daily dose of wellness. I want to take a moment of silence and a moment of prayer for the school shooting that occurred yesterday at the Georgia Appalachia High School. So if we can all take a moment of silence and prayer for those families affected. I thank you all so much, and I hope you have a blessed weekend. I'll see you around the village.
Good morning, everybody. This is Tyler from Dining Services. Just wanted to touch on a few things. The first being our community meeting coming up on Tuesday. We are planning to send out a letter Thursday of this week to hopefully provide some answers for you all before you even show up. Like I said last week, please plan to either watch the recording or attend in person. We will have a lot of information for you all there. The next is our reservations. We are working on a few things still to accommodate as many people as possible, but you should see some openings in our day-to-day beginning this week, hopefully at the beginning of this week. So those of you looking to make a reservation, by all means, check each day. There should be some openings. If not, it should be a little bit easier for you all. The last thing I wanted to just mention is Sundays for football season. NFL football season. We will be doing a happy hour all day in the Loon's Nest. The games will be on. We plan to offer half off small plates, all of our hamburgers and hot dogs, as well as $2 beers and $1 off of our house wines. So by all means, come on down. The way you get that special is by wearing some form of NFL apparel or swag, just come, repping your team. So that's really all it is. That's all I've got for you all today. So I appreciate it. You all take care.
Good afternoon, Cypress residents. Some landscape updates for you guys here. I know we got a lot of rain and we're going to get more. Right now we are still on schedule with all of our mowing. Pruning, we're still a little bit behind, but as of Saturday, the entire community should be complete and we'll be back out on Silverberry starting next week. So we should have a pretty good schedule, rain permitting. Your winter cutbacks, we're starting to get requests for them. Just keep them coming. Starting in October, November, we'll start getting all those done. So keep those coming. Work orders, right now, we're getting them done within a week. We have a few out there that are taking a little bit longer, some on the irrigation side that are taking a little bit longer, but mostly all of our work orders are being done within a week. Sod is going down the week of the 16th. We have a pretty big list as of right now, but if you want to get on the list, we'll take them for the rest of this week. And then after that, the sod's going to be ordered. If you call, it's going to be on the next schedule, which won't be till, I don't know. Maybe. So if you want to get on that list, call and get on the list. We also have a landscape designer that will be on property going out to the residents. So if there's anybody out there, we've never had this before, but if there's anybody out there that would like a new landscape design for their properties, they can call us and we will send her out there. She comes pretty quick. Right now she's coming once a week. If demand gets higher, she can come even more. So if you'd like that to happen, also put a work order in for that, and we will send her out to you. Other than that, that's all we have in the landscape. Thanks.
Good morning, villagers. It's Lisa Drew, your Community Life Services Director, coming to you on another Friday. Yay, happy Friday. I have a couple of updates for you. One is please read what we send out. Please listen to your voicemails. I still have some people calling saying that they had no idea that there was a sign up for the Symphony Bus. So I'm sorry for those people who didn't get that information, but that's just an illustration of how important it is for you to work with us and keep yourself informed so that you don't miss out on anything. And so that you don't miss important information that you need to know to have a great time here at Cypress Village. So next week, a couple of other things. One, we are, of course, always encouraging you to utilize your app. Every week, every month, we've got more and more information on there available to you. If you need some help getting the app on your phone or utilizing the app, you're welcome to come by the CLS office. We're happy to help you. We can help you with that. As far as notices from your CLS department of activities, we've got the birthdays on there. We have the newsletter on there. We have the calendar on there. We have the dailies on there. The daily activity schedule on your app is the most comprehensive and complete list of daily activities. The list that is now printed at the front desk is simply a daily list of what is on the calendar. The daily activities on the app includes activities that are not on the calendar, such as fitness and wellness activities and other things that may be going on that we don't put on that calendar. So start utilizing your app. There's going to be more incorporation of the app next year. So we want you all to be comfortable using it because it's going to really make your life more enjoyable and easier to navigate through the day. So that's that update. And coming up next week, we have, before I want to remind you, coming up on Friday, Saturday the 21st, I'm sorry, can you go back and cut that on? Okay, so coming up next week, before I get into that, on Saturday the 21st, we have the Mahjong Madness tournament is back. That is being organized and spearheaded by Judy Emmett. So if you want to register for that event, you're going to call her. It's only $5 to enter. It's a lot of fun. Check your calendar. Saturday, 2 to 4. There's prizes, money to the winners, lots of snacks to eat, and really good company and good fun. So put that on your calendar. Saturday, September 21st. So next week, we're already into the second week of September. On Monday, we're going out to lunch to Secret Garden. That was a request by a resident, so we're going there. And then on that Monday is our monthly documentary series. And this month we have a special 2-part series, and it is called Lance Speaks. It's a really fascinating documentary about Lance Armstrong, his rise and fall. Even if you're not a bicycle fan, if you're not a Tour de France fan, you'll find this really interesting. I watched it and I thought you all would really enjoy it. So that's going to be next Monday and the following Monday. It'll be in 2 parts. So that's a little unusual. So make sure you have time to see both parts on the Mondays. Okay, so then on Tuesday the 10th, we have our tour of the Duval County Election Center as promised. The primaries are behind us, so they've got some time to show us around, give us a peek behind the scenes at what happens during the elections. We've got a big election coming up in November. So they want to show you what makes our Duval County elections safe, successful, and accurate. Also, a note on that too, on the 16th, Monday the 16th at 10 o'clock, I think they're going to be there 10 to 2, will be Nora Manahan and crew giving you voter registration assistance in the Bird Lobby. That will be Monday the 16th. The deadline to register to vote for the November election is sometime in October. So it's going to be here fast. So make sure you go see them and they can help you with registration to vote. All right, so then on the 12th, we have, as promised, we've been working on this together, a dog behavior workshop. We've partnered with a local, a very well-respected dog behavior training company called Sit Happens. One of the owners of the company is a behavioral psychotherapist, and he applies all of those theories to dog behavior and human behavior, because you can't train the dog without training the human. So hopefully those of you with dogs, it's going to be a simple workshop. If your dog needs more ongoing support for training, you can do that privately with the company on an ongoing basis. But this will be a simple overview of basic good dog behavior. So that's on the 12th. And then that day, Dinner Bunch is going to Copeland's of New Orleans. That's a favorite. That was another request. So we're going back to there. And then coming up on the 13th, you've been hearing about it, you've been waiting for it, and it is here. Learn Spanish with Lester on the 13th at 2 o'clock in the MML. We do have a big list of people signed up for it. We're starting to figure out how many people we can actually accommodate in the class successfully. So you'll get a notice. If you get a notice that you're on a wait list, you may get a notice that you've been confirmed for the class if we are able to open up some seats. So we're going to do that. And then the Jack Symphony returns on Friday the 13th. The first outing is to the Pop series. All of you who signed up for that with tickets have a seat, and that leaves Veterans Lobby at 6:30. And then we have our live music. The 13th is Greg Gosney. I did forget to tell you tonight's live music is South Philly Billy. I mentioned to you last week he's new, but a couple of your musical neighbors have approved him. They saw him perform and they gave him the thumbs up. So we're bringing him in. That's 7 o'clock in Egra Hall. Remember, the bar in Loon's Nest is open Fridays until 8 o'clock. So you can drink and dance. And then on the 14th, Saturday, our symphony series, which we show in the Marsh Media Lounge, is Beethoven's Sonata for Piano and Violin in A major. So those of you who enjoy classical music can go see that on Saturday. That's all I have for you. Have a great weekend. I'll see you around the village.
Hello,
Good morning,
residents.
Cypress Village. Just a quick update from the security office. When we have fire alarms, which I know we don't have many fire alarms here at Cypress Village, that would never happen. But when we do have fire alarms, please, please, please stay in your rooms. Keep those doors shut. We will come around and take care of you in the event that there is an evacuation. Just keeping those doors shut is going to keep, if there were a fire, it will keep the smoke where it's supposed to be and keep the fire contained to one location, one building. So I just wanted to make sure that you are following that. A lot of people like to see what's going on, but it's better if you keep the door shut, because then smoke doesn't go places it's not supposed to. Additionally, just to be good parkers, I know it sounds silly, but we've had a rash of vehicles parking. They are within the lines, but they're making it difficult for other cars to park next to, nearby, that sort of thing. So if you just be mindful of that when you're pulling into a space, that would be awesome. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you.
Hello, residents. I'm back. Hope today's episode has been worth your while. I'm sure it has. Again, a lot of good info coming out of the village this week. A lot to look forward to cap off the end of the year with the upcoming holiday season upon us. So a lot of good stuff. I just had a couple reminders, one of which next week I will be out from Monday until Thursday at a sales conference outside of the state. So I'll be checking in. I'll be here in spirit, but I will not be here physically. Anything that is needed from me, please see Katie Amador in the office next door, extension 6114. Also, community meeting, which unfortunately I will not be at because it is going to be a really, really important community meeting for our community and our residents. We are going to touch on very critical, important items. Dining services, we've got a big update of which you should have received. If you are unable to attend, you should have received this weekend a letter outlining what the discussion points will be, preparing the residents for the information that they're going to be receiving. So stay tuned to that. So dining services with some big announcements, very exciting as well. Dining communication update, I just had mentioned that. Again, residents, any residents that are going to attend or watch community meeting next week, please read that document prior to doing so. It'll clarify a lot of questions you may have. So again, just a reminder there as well. I always like to plug in some resident recognition around the village, and this week it's going to go to Mr. Tom Clare. Tom, I don't want to say congratulations, but a big thank you for helping a resident out in need. My understanding is the report I got, there was a call that came in to the concierge desk on Labor Day that you had overheard a resident needing some assistance moving a mattress out to the front of the house. And we could not support it at the moment. Security was tied up and concierge couldn't leave the desk. So Tom took it upon himself to help a resident in need. So a big thank you to you, Tom. Great job. We appreciate that. That's what a community and a village is all about. So great job there. All right. And now on to my favorite part of Coffee Chat, and that is birthday wishes for our residents around the village. Today being the 6th, we do have a few birthdays, but before we get to today's birthdays, I just want to go back to the beginning of the month. And we had Caroline Jamba on the 2nd. We had Mr. Henry DeVault on the 3rd, Barbara McCoy on the 4th, Jerry Pate on the 4th, and Charlene Abarelli on the 4th, and Judy Calhoun on the 4th. And we only had a couple on the 5th. We had Mr. Bill Rogers and Herb Mulak. And then on to today's birthdays. We've got a few. We've got Miss Margie Deegan, Janet Opdyke, and Yvonne Milat. Happy birthday to you three ladies. Oh, I missed one. And Mr. Steve Lazo and Dora Phillips. Wow, it's a lot of birthdays on the 6th. Again, Margie Deegan, Janet Opdyke, Yvonne Milat, Steve Lazo, Dora Phillips. A lot of birthdays out there today. Happy birthday to all of you. And tomorrow we have two. We have Miss Carol Blackwell and Helen Murphy. Happy birthday to you both. And on the 8th, we have Mr. Sid Klein, who just recently moved back up to his hometown in South Carolina. We miss you, Sid, but happy birthday to you on the 8th. Joanne Batchelor, Gail Rufo, Sandra Rogers, Jim Johnrow, Arlene Warner, and Thomas Dickey. That might be a record on the 8th. I'm not going to repeat all those, but happy birthday to all of you residents on the 8th. Janet Langley is our sole birthday gal on the 9th, and I'm going to cap it off there, and she is a new resident as well. Happy birthday, Janet. Residents, that's going to conclude another episode of Coffee Chat. Thanks again for tuning in, and have a great weekend and a great Friday. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.